Hi guys, Health Flights. Yesterday was our first race for the youngbirds from Oakhampton, which is about 73 miles to us, I think. Liberation was at 10:30 in the morning. Timeout was at 3 o'clock, so we had to go up to the club with our clocks at 3 o'clock. We received 10 birds in that time. We sent 26. Very poor returns for everybody in the club and the combine, to be fair. We sent 26 birds, as I just said. Clubmate sent 26 as well. He only received 12 back in race time. Andrew Sara has been winning combine after combine. He's won the Fed this week, the race that we just sent to. He only got 10 back out of 19, and he hasn't had any work back either. But we had pigeons work back during the day. We've had 2 this morning come back. So we are 4 out, but 2 have been reported, 1 in Barnstable, 1 in Bideford. Those pigeons are accounted for, so we have connections that can get those pigeons sent down to us next week, so we're happy with that. So on to the next race, which is Exeter next week. We're basically going to send all the pigeons right through till the end of the programme, and pick out 10 good cocks to go in the Widderwood Loft next season. So back to the racing. So the liberation was at 10:30, and we received our first bird just after 12 o'clock. A lot of clubs had really poor returns. So there was one club in particular in Padstow. 5 members sent birds and only 2 of them received birds, and it was 1 bird each for each member. So 2 pigeons out of a whole club come back. There weren't any liberations in front of us, so clashing is out of the question. We don't know what happened. It was really nice weather. The only problem, it was really hot, so that could have been a factor. The birds, as soon as they came in, they went straight for the drinker, so they may not have had a drink on the transporter. We don't know. It's a guessing game to what happened to them. So there's 2 pigeons that are unaccounted for. We don't know where they are. They'll probably end up being townies, or they may work their way back through the week, but I very much doubt it now, as the ones that have worked back yesterday, and we've had 2 or 3 this morning. So what we did was we just gave them a light feed when they come back from the race. We put electrolytes in their water to replace all the salts and vitamins and stuff like that, sugars that they all need, glucose, to go back into the system to replenish any lost minerals and such. So yeah. So back to the racing. As I said, we've got the results here. Bearing in mind, these guys have had young bird sickness. It was touch and go whether we would actually race these guys. Me and my father and we've worked really hard to try and get these birds trained up and in condition. We was applauded on the condition of the birds when we got to the club. They were shining, they were like paint, as a couple of members said. The feather quality was absolutely amazing, but it counts for nothing really in racing. If it was going by that in that class, like feather quality and how the birds look, we would have won it, but it doesn't go by that in the basket, unfortunately. So I'll just show you the results. I'll put you on pause a second and sort this out, because I'm doing it all one-handed. Okay guys, so this is the results from this week's race, which was Oakhampton. So 75 pigeons, 4 members sent. We've only got 4 fly members, so the birdage is never going to be massive, but that's a decent birdage. 75 pigeons were sent and only 30 were clocked in that time. But that's pigeon racing. So Andrew Sara came first. He's won the Fed with that pigeon. It's touch and go whether he's going to win the combine or not, but he's won the Fed. Mervyn Elliott was second. Bearing in mind, these guys have sent their birds the whole way through the programme, so their birds have got a lot more experience than us, but well done to them. We got 3rd club. As you can see, we got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 9th and 10th, so we got those in the top 10 of the club. As you can see, we've got more birds going down, 11th, 12th, 23rd, 24th and 29th, but you know, those birds aren't really, they were way behind. But we've got third club with one of our hens, which is we are absolutely delighted with, because these birds have had young bird sickness. We literally had a very short amount of time to get these birds ready and trained up. So the birds that came back done us proud. We will make the fed results with these birds. We've been told today, especially the third pigeon. That pigeon in particular, the third pigeon, beat the whole of Barncoo's club. So we will probably make the combine results as well, which is good. So hopefully, well, the combine results will be given to us next week, so if I do a video then I'll show you. But we're absolutely delighted with third club out of that lot, and 75 pigeons were basketed and only 30 were clocked. And these guys, Andrew Sarr has been winning combine after combine. He only got one bird, which is obviously, it only takes one bird to win it, and he's that good, a fancier that he can just send one bird and win. And he only got, well, he got 19th and 20th, Andrew did. Mervyn sent 26 birds, he only received 12 back, and we've received 10 back. But we're absolutely delighted with how they've done. So Oakhampton is 72 miles to us, Mervyn is 70. We've got 2 miles over flying Mervyn, and it was quite close. The third bird, we could have pipped second, because she did waste a bit of time on the trap, but I take nothing away from Mervyn for getting second place. Well, we take nothing away from Mervyn getting second place, but we're really happy with how the results panned out. The velocity, Wobby was doing 1,378 yards per minute, but we're just really happy we got these pigeons home and that we got them clocked in time. The rest will be trained on with these guys for next week. So that's the race results of Oakhampton. We're absolutely delighted with how the pigeons come. So there we go, guys. Third club. We will make the Feb results, and we will probably make the combine. 963 pigeons were liberated in the Cornish combine. So if we make the top 30, you know, we're absolutely delighted with that. We will make the top 30 if we beat Barncoo's club with just one pigeon. And there's more members in Barncoo's club than there is our club, so yeah, there we go. Really happy with that, really pleased with how the birds performed for us. The hen that won, third place, she was a lean boar, 3/4 lean boar, 1/4 Roland Janssen, and she was bred out of the Woodward cocks last season. So this season she was bred out of the Woodward cocks. We didn't even pair the pigeons up that bred her on purpose. We just let them pair up, and she was one of the young ones, and she flew her ass off. So we're happy with that. With how the birds have come, from what they've been through, we've had young bird sickness. We've had hardly any time to get them up and train properly. We have got them up and trained properly, but we did it in a very short space of time. So I'd like to thank my dad for that, really, because he's the one that's, if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't know nothing about, you know, pigeons and such. So we're really happy with how it panned out on Saturday. Unfortunately, we didn't get as many pigeons back on the day as we'd like, but that's pigeon racing. So I'll do another update soon, probably the day after the next race. So shouts out to everybody on the channel, all the positive members, Tipplerman266, B-Rod, Hams Flight Kitbox, Sean at Aloha Pigeons, John J, Skywatchers, Hawaiian Brian, everybody that's on my channel. I've also hit 200 subscribers now, so I thank everybody for that. Hidden Hollow Lofts, Diningville Lofts, Germ Tipplers, Blessings Lofts, Red Star Lofts, everybody that's on my channel that's subscribed and enjoy the videos. You know, thanks for watching, and I'll do another update soon, probably the day after next week's race. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves and your birds, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your season. Cheers, guys.